Almost Home, work by Jenn Gooch. Jenn is a Pittsburgh-based artist who was born and raised in Texas. She's a graduate of Carnegie Mellon University, and since then she's been making and installing art all throughout the city of Pittsburgh and displaying in some other places around the country. She does a mixed media work, a lot of work with fabrics, a lot of work with video, and we happen to have a mix of her work here.
I grew up sewing. I, for some reason, was always interested in sort of making something from what was around me, and so I've always sewn, and then it took me a while to sort of realize that I could incorporate that artistically into what I was doing, and now I just consider myself a multimedia artist. I love to do video and sculpture and drawing and whatever strikes me, so it's very freeing.
We've been working with Jenn in a number of different ways. We gave her the space to work with her pre-existing artwork, and we also had her work with Jamestown high school students in the VideoWorks English class on a video piece that's outside of our gallery.
I really love working with the age group because there's a cultural barrier. Even though we were that age at some point, somehow when you get past that age, it's just really difficult to relate, and so I love trying to remember what that was like, and so I really enjoy working with students of that age, and I'm trying to create projects where they can deal with those issues that they're working with through the mediums that you're trying to explore, and so that was interesting to do on a sort of larger scale. I think as an artist, I feel that if you don't push viewers' expectations, then maybe it's too easy. Like I really enjoy making what I make and hoping that even if someone isn't quite on the same page as you, they're willing to look at that piece and try to get to a middle ground. And I hope that even if they don't necessarily recognize the art in what I'm doing, that they can recognize the impetus or the concept or the feelings behind that, and maybe can at least draw something from that, or perhaps step a little bit out of their comfort area to expand what they think of as art. And as an artist, I feel like that's sort of my role.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of different reactions in this show so far, particularly with the sleeping bag. People are like, yeah, it's a giant sleeping bag, but then other folks will come in and start wondering what they would do if they had a sleeping bag that size. So some folks say, oh, I'd lose myself in it, I'd be kind of lost. Some folks say, great, I'd have this huge sleeping bag to myself. Other people say, I'd have a huge party. And then we had a student from a local college who came in and one of the video pieces and openly asked the artist, why is this art? How is this art? So we've run the spectrum of that. We have a nice mix of people who've come in tonight for the reception and are all across our socioeconomic scale, and some of them are getting it, some of them don't, but everyone's here to celebrate the art and to meet each other, and that's okay.